Hello, welcome to our onboarding paperwork party. I am joined today by Jay Kilgore from Slavic 401k and Amanda Fairbanks from Payroll Integrations. Well, thank you for joining because we know paperwork is not fun, but it's definitely more fun if we do this together. So why we're here, you want to join Castle Rock PEP for the plan year 2026, right? So our deadline's coming up to submit those paperwork, have that paperwork in. So that's September 15th. So you want to save time, reduce your stress. Today, if we just get the paperwork done all together, have a little fun, then you'll be coasting in 2026. So regarding the PEP structure, Slavic 401k, as a reminder, I think you probably already know this, that they are the pooled plan provider. And we have Jay Kilgore from Slavic 401k. Jay, will you take a moment just to introduce yourself?
I sure can. Thank you, Michelle. Hi, my name is Jay Kilgore. I'm with Slavic. We are going to be your pooled plan provider. We're going to provide the record keeping and the fiduciary experience for you, and we're happy to help in any way we can.
Great, thank you. And we also have Amanda Fairbanks. She's from Payroll Integrations. It's actually a very critical part of the whole process. Amanda, if you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you again, Michelle. My name is Amanda Fairbanks. I'm with Payroll Integrations, Inc. Our name says what we do. We integrate payroll between your payroll provider as well as Slavic, really creating a 360 streamlined process from processing payroll to funding the PEP, as well as changes in the PEP sent back in through payroll. So I'm certainly here and available to answer any questions and help out in any way that I can.
Excellent. Thank you to both of you. So looking through the rest of the structure, my firm, Castle Rock Investment Company, providing investment fiduciary oversight. There's the custodian that holds the assets in trust. They're under banking regulations. And then the adopting employers, being you, and the plan participants and our contact information. We'll have this again at the end of the presentation. So moving on, deadlines that we don't want to miss. So the disclosures that you're going to be providing to your employees, those have to be provided to them by December 1st. I always like to think of Thanksgiving because the holidays are good anchors to say, when do I want to get these disclosures out? Well, nobody wants to work on Thanksgiving. So we want to get those disclosures to you in October if possible. That's why we're trying to meet these deadlines so we can get that information to you. There's some fiduciary protection for you. So online, the website for all the paperwork the link is here, and I'll show you what that website looks like. And all the forms are there for you to click on. You can fill them out, and they also have a secure portal for you to upload those forms. But I want to show you a couple of items real quick. So this is the list of the forms that I just showed you on their website. There is an easier way though. Slavic also provides an online plan setup that only takes about 10 minutes. Now you do have to jot down that code, CRP401k. So remember that number or remember that code. Now that this online setup only takes about 10 minutes, but during that process, you'll want to know, for it to only take 10 minutes, you'll want to know what plan design you want for your company. Now, the investments are going to be the same investments for each adopting employer. Same administrator, payroll integrations. We're going to share all of that together. But you as an employer, you're going to choose what plan design is best for your team. Do you want to make a match or not make a match? Do you want, if you make a match, do you want them to be immediately vested? Or do you want like a 2-year cliff vesting on the dollars that you provide to your employees? So since every employer is going to choose their own, it's good to think through that first before you start filling out the online forms. So there's a video tutorial on the website itself. I'll show you that now. So here's the video tutorial here. Remember that code. And then also, I did record a YouTube video with that same video with my comments, if you want to listen to me ramble on about what I think. So on the next slide, I did want to show you, here are the defaults. So if you go to that online plan setup, here's what the defaults are. So again, there's that 3% contribution you give to everybody with immediate vesting. That means they wouldn't have to actually contribute, but you would just give them 3%, and they're immediately vested. The second option, I put a star next to it because this is my favorite. 3.5 to savers as a match with a 2-year vesting. So if they don't work there for 2 years, they have to give the money back that you've given to them. Then there's the last one, 4% to savers as a match with immediate vesting. So that's a possibility too. You could also choose not to do a match. That's an option as well. But of the defaults with these safe harbors, you if you dig in on the tax credits and all of that, if it's a startup, you get a lot of money back on that. Or also being an employer, if you have some highly comps, the safe harbor plan designs allow you to save the most. So just something to keep in mind. So again, that's the website for the online, and you want to have these items ready and on hand to fill that out quickly. Now, going back to that paperwork lineup, I just want to give you a quick overview of what all these forms are looking for. Company information form called the company dating profile, right? So kind of like who you are, what you do, tax ID, tell us if you already have a plan, list the owners, officers, key employees. This census form, right? So this is the spreadsheet of all your employees, database. Remember, when you upload it, that's that secure file upload form with that. The ACH information form, it's kind of like giving your plans Venmo info, one signature, no missing deposits. And then the payroll schedule form provides the dates, payroll providers, so that Slavic knows when to expect your contributions to be coming in, and they keep track of that when they set up your plan. The portal authorization form, this is important because you're going to have 1 or 2 people possibly that are going to be logging in, approving contributions, maybe uploading or changing personnel information on the portal. So pro tip, give access only to people you trust more than your Netflix password, because they will have access to private information. Then moving on, the employer adoption agreement. This is where you're selecting, what is going to be the vesting schedule? Am I going to provide a match? What kind of service requirement am I going to require? So if you don't know, if one of the defaults does not work for you automatically, instinctually, set up a PEP consultation. Let's talk through it. What's going to work for you to attract the staff that you need? So, party bird tips, don't overthink this. We're going to guide you line by line. Keep all your information handy. I wish I did have a confetti cannon. I'm going to work on that for our next time. So next steps, there are no dumb questions. We're going to go through the rest of the presentation and then pause and pause the recording and open it up for questions, so that for privacy's sake, there's no dumb ones. We want you to submit everything by September 15th and celebrate being ready to onboard your plan for 2026, relieve the stress. So just an overview of this timeline. After you submit your documents, they go into what's called quality process review. Then from Slavic 401k, they are going to send those documents back to you for a final electronic signature. Once you sign and it goes back to Slavic, then your plan is set up in the system, where an estimate of that day is October 1st. You have to create those disclosures, and that is to ensure 404C protection. Don't worry about the details. That's on us. We worry about the details, but we want to keep you on track for protection for you. We want to get those documents to you to distribute to your employees. Then you're going to reach out to Amanda, and you're going to initiate that implementation of payroll integrations. It is a godsend. You absolutely want to implement that. And then let's do a group education. Before your plan is fully onboarded, the January 1st day, let's meet with your employees. Let's talk about the investments. Let's go through the disclosures. If they want to opt out, let's make that happen. Let's meet together and answer all of their questions. So January 1st rolls around. That's actually when we're going to be in our first community challenge. I don't know if you've seen the community page and the first community challenge and seen the prizes there. It's pretty exciting. And then the next payroll schedule, because everyone's payroll schedule is going to be different, That'll be your first contribution that will be going to Slavic. And then we're going to have another community open AMA. Just ask me anything. Let's get together again. Did anybody have problems enrolling online or opting out, or have questions about investments, fees, whatever you want to ask? And if everybody's above and beyond and want to talk about something else, freezing their credit profile, beneficiary deeds, setting up a will, whatever you want to talk about, if it's going to make their lives financially more secure and better, we'll talk about it. So I want to say thank you for joining today, and hopefully this will bring you some security and peace of mind. We do have resources available to you. I want to thank you, of course, Jay Kilgore and Amanda Fairbanks for joining me today to present this information to you. And thank you so much for your time.